So everybody talks about slopes and hills and steps and why they're so difficult to pull off in a 2D platformer. Well, I'm here to show you that it's really not as difficult as you think, and it doesn't even take a ton of code to do it. In fact, all it takes is a few components. So I'm going to show you the little trick that I use to deal with them in my 2D platformer. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to jump right into the first scene in my game, Rat Splat. I have two sets of steps here that we can practice on. All right, so I'm going to hit play, and we're going to walk over to the steps. First, we're going to lower that sound, because that's really annoying. All right, so we'll turn it down to about there. All right, click back into our scene, and just kill that. All right, so we get to our steps. We're walking up them, and they suck. They really suck. You're just trying to go up them, fighting against your own momentum, and if you let go of the forward arrow, you're going to slide backwards. And that is just not what we want at all. So let's click on these, and I will show you the little trick that I use to make these things work in my game. So what I use is I use a box collider, an edge collider, and a surface effector 2D. Now, I use the box collider right at the top. And then I use the edge collider for the slope. And of course, you have to have it ticked for the used by effector. So we don't have the effector on right now, but we're going to turn it on and then see what happens. All right, so as you can see, just by adding that surface effector like that, we already have some results. As we zoom in, we'll take a look, because we're going to tweak these controls together, because I haven't actually taken the time to do that yet. So we're going to see what's really going on as we zoom into Jimmy and look at our surface effector 2D settings. See, right now, if you look really closely, he's actually still sliding backwards. So what this surface effector is going to do for us is going to give it kind of an escalator feel, so that the momentum that your character has that's working against you, the surface effector will offset the difference. And all you have to do is really just mess with the settings just enough, and he'll stay right where you want him to. All right, so let's check this out. So right now, I have it affecting everything. I have the use collider mask ticked, and our speed is at 1. So let's mess with our speed variation. Let's put that up. Okay, that doesn't really seem to do it. So let's add some more force to it. Let's make this a 0.2 instead. All right, there now he's going forward. So we have too much going. So let's lower this. Ooh, so that was working a little bit right there. All right, so let's put this to 0. And he's still going forward. So let's turn our speed down a little bit. Oh, now he's going backwards. So let's raise this one up a little bit. 0.12, 0.13. Nope, still going backwards. 0.14, 0.15. That seems pretty good. I think we got it. So that's just to show you guys that it doesn't require a bunch of code to make slopes and steps work in your game, in your 2D platformer. So if you guys like that tip that I just gave you guys, shoot me a like or subscribe, or even a comment. It'd really help us out. We'd appreciate it a lot. I'm going to be putting up the Steam page for this game called Rat Splat. If you guys want to check that out eventually when I have that up, I'd really appreciate that as well. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.